guys are finally back home, but it's like 6 straight at home. Have you ever had a homestand that long?
Never. So obviously really grateful that, that's kind of luck of the draw, right? You don't create these schedules, but grateful that we get to play 6 home games in front of our home crowd, especially the way that we're playing right now.
And just speaking of that, I mean, what have you just tried to focus on, this week since you guys got back from Mobile?
The biggest thing is rebounding. I think that that's a weakness of ours right now, and obviously we got one of the best rebounding teams in the league coming here Thursday. Another opportunity for us to kind of have some separation in the conference. They're coming here saying, hey, if we could beat them, we're tied for second. So the biggest thing for us is we got to protect the bank this week.
What are just some of the other things looking at Troy on film to stand out about?
Well, we can't turn the ball over. They're going to put some pressure on us as well. Their pace is just like ours. I think that it's going to be a great game for women's basketball on Thursday. If you're a fan of basketball, it is going to be a fun game to watch. So biggest thing for us is we got to keep them off the glass. We can't turn over, and we got to make sure that our shot selection is really good.
Speaking of that offensively, I was like crunching some numbers. You guys have like 6-7 players.
Yeah.
Shooting at least 35%. I mean, just that. That's got to speak to the shot selection has gotten really much better for you guys.
And I think that that's by design. We've worked on it since the summer of making sure that we take the right shots because the numbers say when we take the right shots, we're going to make a ton of them. So I think as you've seen us go, you see us taking even more better shots. And so when you do that, that kind of adds up. Percentages are high because we absolutely take the right ones. So that's going to be another focus on Thursday because they take a lot of quick shots and sometimes they take bad shots, but we don't want that to be us. We want to make sure we're running with them, but we want to take good shots.
Zion Shannon leading you guys scoring-wise, what do you feel like she's improved on the most, like, ever since she got to campus to now?
She's just such a good player. She's a dog. She's a junior, so I'm happy we have her for another year here. But she's just a winner. And she's somebody that soaks up a ton of knowledge. She watches film. She gets with our coaches and does extra work. And when she's cooking, I think we're really good.
You mentioned defensively. How much have you just seen this team kind of embrace the defensive end where start of the season you guys were getting in a lot of shootouts, but now you guys are winning games in the 60s and 70s?
I think that's the biggest part about this system is, now we got the defense figured out. We're also trying to get that offense back figured out because the way that we're getting stops and the way we're turning people over, we should be scoring it more. So that's why you kind of saw against South Al, we scored a little bit more because of the pace at which we played offensively. So we want that to translate to Thursday as well. But you got to, give credit to our team. We've made practice difficult where they have to focus on getting stops because that's how you get to your transition offense. It's hard to get to transition offense if you're taking the ball out the net. So the focus for us is getting stops, being disruptive in our press, and allowing that to turn the offense for us.
You mentioned the perfect stop drill. When was the first time y'all actually tried it in practice?
Right after app. So we had a difficult conversation with our players after that game and just felt like some things needed to change. And the very next practice, we introduced perfect stop, and we do it every single day. And so basically what it is you're going to guard our opponent's plays for however long it takes until you get perfect stops.